Welcome back to
The Jenaverse. Cue music.
Come and join us, we're Jenna. We're gonna go to the Jenaverse. Come and join us, we're Jenna. We're gonna go to the Jenaverse.
Welcome back to the Jenaverse.
Yes, we're so happy to have you back.
Yes, it's another week, and here we are. It's almost like we never leave this table.
We are plugged into the wall. Especially me. I am plugged into the wall.
Don't even start her. She'll be a robot by the end of the millennium, no doubt in my mind.
Oh, absolutely.
But I will not. I will be dead.
Or so she thinks.
No.
When I upload you to the cloud.
Absolutely not. Do not let her do this to me.
Try to stop me. Yeah.
Thanks for being here, and let's get in it.
Yes, and keep sending us feedback, by the way. We love
we
feedback.
love little comments.
We love ratings, comments, compliments, the 3 C's.
Yeah, compliments.
Oh, wait. Ratings. Oh,
Ratings
RCC. We love our RCC.
Yeah, we want more. We want some compliments.
She wants the compliments.
She wants the clout.
Yes. Oh, it could be the 3 C's.
Yeah.
Comments, compliments, and clout. Yes. Keep bringing the 3 C's. And yes, follow us on socials at @the_Jenaverse and share the Jenaverse.
Yeah, share.
Share.
Share the joy you have found here with us.
Mm-hmm. And if you haven't found joy, that's not our problem.
Yeah, we didn't guarantee it.
No, that's between you and your therapist. All right, well, let's get it started. Okay.
We are back.
Yes.
With a segment you're familiar with, but with a new name.
Yes.
So we had to change Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Because, well, social media platforms are losing their mind these days.
They don't want me to say that I'm going to kill everybody.
Yeah.
So now it is Fuck, Marry, Jail.
We are prison abolitionists, but for these purposes, we will be using jail.
Yes.
Yes.
We don't support jails, but we don't support murder either, so
I will not go on record. But yeah, anyways, let's get into it. Fuck, marry, jail.
We're using your controversial opinion.
Yes, to decide whether or not we will fuck you, marry you, or send your ass off to jail. This person's controversial opinion is, it is okay to put your kid on a leash. Fuck, marry, jail. Fuck for me.
I have been a nanny for many years, so that's really hard because I personally know some children that should be on a leash. But I was never able to put them on one as the nanny.
Okay, I say fuck because I would not want to
me.
Marry someone who would put our kids on a leash. And I'm assuming they mean the backpack leash, obviously, not a leash around their neck. If you mean a leash around your neck, then that's a jail. You're
that's a
choking
jail.
out the kid. But toddlers, I'm thinking specifically for toddlers, toddlers when they're out in public, they want to run into the street for some reason. That's their instinct is to get themselves hit by a car.
So I'm gonna say fuck, but only one time because I am a stronger babysitter than that.
Mm-hmm. This person says family vlogging should be illegal. Marry.
Yeah, I'd marry you.
Marry.
Sounds like you got a sensible head on your shoulders. Yeah.
I feel personally, I don't think it's off the table to make content with your kids entirely. But I do think there's something so invasive about vlogging. No one should be knowing your family's every move.
How are these people not just getting robbed left and right?
I agree with this opinion, so I will marry you because I do agree that family vlogging should be illegal.
Yeah. Marry.
This person's controversial opinion is that single men with pet dogs are undateable.
See, here's the thing. I used to think it might be fun to have a boyfriend that has a dog. But then I imagine that dog's in the room all the time while you're fucking. You got to get up in the morning and take the dog out. Yeah. The more I think about it, you get a dog for the kids.
Yeah.
But this person's opinion was that was wrong. So I guess I would marry them.
Yeah, you know
It's
what?
a hot take, and it's a hot take that pays off.
Yeah. You know
Marry.
what? Yeah, and that's controversial of us.
yeah, that is.
This person says Ryan Reynolds is not funny. It's always the Ryan Reynolds hour with his films. No give and take. I would marry you, not because I'm a Ryan Reynolds hater, but I love this hater energy.
Yeah, that's a hater. I would fuck. Just because I don't need... That'd be fun for a summer. To fuck a hater, you know? I don't want to marry a hater, but... I mean, for a season...
I like this.
We could LOL.
We could get married, you and I.
Oh, yeah. You could be in a hater marriage.
Yeah.
2 haters.
2 haters.
Wow, 1 heart.
True love. So this person says... Oh my gosh, what? This person's controversial opinion is, I like microplastics.
They taste good.
Jail.
That's why McDonald's tastes good.
Jail.
No, jail. You
Jail.
shouldn't like them.
You shouldn't like them.
Get a glass jar and grow up.
Yeah. This person's controversial opinion is that people need a license to adopt a pet. I would fuck you.
I would fuck you.
You're a pet owner.
I'm a pet owner, but I think I could have passed the test. I did a lot. Like, I'm a person that doesn't do anything without a lot of research.
I do think that people should get some sort of like certification to adopt a pet, especially like
at least like a course where you like. I wish I knew how to do the Heimlich on Shmi.
Because especially like those exotic pets, not like exotic like
Well,
the
maybe you
animals who
shouldn't have
shouldn't be
those.
owned, but like some of them like a hamster. I still think a hamster is like an
You think
exotic
that's
pet.
an exotic
That's
pet?
an exotic pet. Do you know where they are native?
Not here.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
they're
so
exotic.
I guess it's exotic. Like how you get your learner's permit, like something that low level, where you
Yeah.
just go take one clickety test,
Yeah.
and you're done for life.
I think a license is too OD. That's why I would not marry.
Yeah,
But I definitely would fuck you.
I
Like
would
I think
fuck-
you've got kind of the right idea going.
Yeah.
This person says their controversial opinion: men should be collected on an island, and we can visit them there if we want to hang.
I'm imagining that world. Wow. And it would be good to know where they all are.
I do think jail for your opinion though. I do hate most men, but it's most not all. And I do think the
I don't
ones
want to
that
have
are
to go
like
to Horny Island to see my dad.
yeah, the ones that are like cool, I think can, stick around,
It was a beautiful thought, but jail, because I'm not going to Horny Island to see my dad.
I get the sentiment and I get the frustration.
It's beautiful to imagine.
Beautiful to imagine,
Something
but
so simple, but life isn't that simple.
yeah, and opinions like these they just can be so, they're just so short-sighted. This person's opinion is Harry Styles gives me the ick. Jail. I'm not a Harry Styles fan.
Do you want to fuck Harry Styles?
No. But hear me out. I am just friends with Harry Styles fans.
Oh, I thought you were going
And
to say Harry
on the
Styles.
behalf of my friends, and I feel like Harry Styles is like, I think he's not special. His voice doesn't do anything for me. His music is all right. I wouldn't play it on purpose. I do believe the conspiracy theory that he does not have hair. And, I could
send you
go
a
on
video
and
of
on
that
about
one.
Harry Styles, but I think Harry Styles represents a lot for his fans. And I don't hate Harry Styles fans. And because of that,
That would be a lot
I
of
don't
people.
think Harry Styles should be gone. So,
It's not gone. Gives you the ick.
oh, yeah. Actually, forget all of that I just said. I would fuck you. You can have that opinion.
I saw Harry Styles in person once.
Does he look like a frail Victorian kid?
No, honestly, I don't know. I thought Harry Styles, he wasn't giving in person. Oh, he kind of just looked normal.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Was
think
he icky?
He was kind of icky. He was British from a distance.
Oh, you know what? He is British. You know
Yeah, I'm
what? I'd
gonna fuck
marry
this
you.
person.
I keep
Oh.
moving it up. He's British. Why am I defending a British
what happened to the
man?
fans?
Fuck
Where's
the fans. I forgot he was British. The only British man that is okay is Zayn.
Oh, you think?
Oh, yes.
Oh, Zayn is hot.
Yes. Zayn. Their controversial opinion is that, wow. I should be able to shame strangers' children in public. Jail.
Jail. Not to a little kid.
Children are allowed to be annoying, messy, embarrassing, like in public. I strongly believe that. Like sometimes I'll be on a train and there's a child, and yes, the child is getting on my nerve, but like children, they need to explore those areas so that they can learn boundaries and like social rules. So they're allowed to be a little, like uncouth in public.
Ooh. Oh,
Unlocking new words that are in my repertoire.
You gotta remember that when you're a child, everything is exploding inside of your body. Your bones are growing. Your brain is developing. You can't always keep it classy in public. So, jail. Let the kids live. And I would say it's never gonna improve any situation belittling a child.
Absolutely. And it won't heal your inner child.
No.
When you are shaming that child, you are shaming your inner child. And quite frankly, it's a lack of self-love there.
Oh, think about it.
Consider that. This person's controversial opinion is that there are too many haters. Do I think there are too many haters in this world? As a hater, no, I don't think there are too many of us. I would say that people don't hate enough. And they actually permit some things that should be hated on.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many haters. I actually see too many people. I see too many fake people. And my thing is, if you're being a hater, you're probably not being fake. You're probably saying your real opinion. So I guess I'm going to send you to jail.
Also, like, I need to clarify the meaning of hater in this situation. Because I feel like hater is different from, like, a bigot. Like a racist, like a transphobic person. Like, that's a different class of, like, hatred. Like, hater in the way that, like, I
LOL.
use it. It's LOL. It's like this person just, like, likes to be a contrarian, likes to have, like, mean opinions that, like, aren't, like, directed at, like, a group of people's existence or anything. That's not what we mean by hater. Like, we mean, like, I'm a hater. Like, I think Taylor Swift is whatever.
Yeah.
I'm being a hater.
Yeah, it's a no. It's a jail.
It's a jail.
This will be all right.
Yeah, because there's too many to like go through. You guys send some really great opinions. This person says their controversial opinion is that Gen Z is getting too soft.
Too soft.
Too soft.
What boomer got an iPhone?
Jail. Jail.
The whole world could be a little softer.
Yeah.
Let's see how soft we can go.
That's what I'm saying. I need us to get oatmeal soft. I need us to be so soft that bumping into somebody gets you canceled.
I personally love to be emo. I love to cry. I love to talk about my feelings. So straight to jail with that bullshit, because I need more. I need more emo. I need more soft.
This world needs to be a softer place. But yeah.
Yeah. Some jails, some weddings.
I actually married quite a few people.
You
in this
did.
episode, yeah.
You did. I was surprised.
Look at my ring. It gets bigger every time. All right, well.
Keep sending them.
Yes.
If we have our little gavels, that could only mean one thing.
And one thing only. We are here to tell you if you are valid or not valid.
I mean, we don't need more of an introduction to that. Let's dive right into it.
Let's dive right in.
To a little Jenna court.
Am I valid if I only get crushes on my friends? Not valid.
Am I valid if I only get crushes on my friends?
Yes.
I think they can be valid.
No.
Why?
Once again, a split court.
What's your reasoning?
I
could be swayed.
I'm just very on this particular, I feel so strongly about differentiating romantic feelings from platonic feelings. And a crush is in the category of romantic feeling. So if you're like only getting crushes on all your friends, I feel like you are greatly confusing platonic feelings for romantic feelings, and that very upsets me.
If you are confusing it and it's not real, then I would agree. But I do think sometimes a friendship can turn romantic.
That's fine.
If it's long enough.
I completely understand.
If it's over a year.
But I just feel like if you only get crushes on your friends.
And you never have a crush on anybody you
that's
meet
what
out
I'm
in the world.
saying. Like.
Because of the only, I will switch my vote. Not valid. And I do understand that a friendship can turn into a relationship, but I think it's rarer than we think. Mm-hmm. It's never happened to me. I know right away.
Mm-hmm. This next person says, I always flush my tampons down the toilet.
Not valid.
Not valid.
Stop immediately.
This is just wrong. Do you know what goes on at the waste management places?
Uh-oh, you've unlocked
They are literally sifting through, and they're always, I watched a video recently that tells you what happens at these places.
I just almost vomit in my mouth?
Oh no. And they're always just like, don't put anything that won't dissolve in the toilet. So a toilet paper dissolves. Tampon is not dissolving.
You don't need to be.
No.
The trash can's right there.
Not valid. Am I valid if my phone is usually on Do Not Disturb?
Totally, 1,000%.
That is the most valid
That's how you live a peaceful life, baby.
Nothing is ever urgent. This next person says, am I valid if I pooped in a cat litter tray?
No way.
It's the principle of it. It's simply the principle of it. In what circumstance?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yes. Unless, like, let's say you're having diarrhea and the bathroom is taken up and you absolutely, like, cannot hold it. That is the only instance.
Outside. Can
but,
you not go outside?
But the way you're saying this, I'm sorry, it's not implying I pooped in a cat litter tray. It's not like they were in an emergency. They're just like, yeah, I tried it. And I think that is
my head is telling me not valid, but my heart is telling me valid.
You are a cat owner. Imagine if you came and you were cleaning streets and you found me splattered over.
Okay, not valid because I don't want to clean up a human shit.
This next one. Am I valid if my roommate stole my date and I yelled at her until she felt unsafe?
Unsafe? Not valid. Maybe be like, you could have like a sassy comment or a real conversation, but you can't yell at someone until they feel unsafe ever.
And it's like, it's also your date. Like, I don't understand if it was like, my roommate stole my boyfriend. Then it's like, honestly, just go off. But like, your roommate stole your dates. You know what? Sometimes you're not meant to be with your date. I'm sorry.
And obviously, your date kind of sucks.
Yeah.
If they're willing to just flip-flop from you to, no, you're better off
until she felt unsafe. Like,
unsafe?
I feel like, okay, like, just like yell and then like leave. But until she felt unsafe, what were you saying? Like, I'm gonna fucking
The unsafe is a no.
Mm-hmm. That is an absolute no.
That's a big not valid.
Am I valid if I don't care about having a career?
Absolutely. Oh, totally valid.
Absolutely.
Life is whatever you want it to be. And if it's not a career, it's not a career.
Am I valid if I expect him to text me first, but I never want to text him first?
It depends. Wait a second. It depends how hot you are.
Oh my God.
If they are hot enough.
People want to feel wanted. And for you to always like put the burden of initiation on him is so mean. You know, like every now and then, even if like one person is always making the initiation and that's like your understood dynamic, even so, every now and then I think you owe it to the other person to like reach out to them at least once. Or it just feels like only one person is doing all the work.
Yeah. I would say if you're really hot and don't care about this person's feelings, you're valid. If that's the game you want to play, or if you're a dom and he's your sub, valid. But if you're like trying to have a healthy relationship where you're two equals and you're not worrying so much about gender norms, who has to text who, blah, 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 not valid. So for me, not valid, but I don't know if you're gorgeous and mean, which I do sometimes like that in a person, or you've got something else going on.
You are not valid for those opinions.
They were bad, but it is kind of true.
Am I valid if I've been biting my nails since I've had teeth?
Oh.
Now I'm in my 20s. Personally, I think you're valid because
you're valid.
I will join you. I am also a chronic nail biter. I have to stop myself as a nail biter. I make sure that I don't bleed. I don't bite till I
I would
bleed.
hope.
I don't
No, bleeding
bite
would
like
be a
my
good
skin. A
rule.
lot of people who nail bite, like they chew off like all of the sides of their skin and
Okay,
whatnot. So
nasty. Don't like those details. You're valid, but you'll never be with me. And if you're around me a lot, I'm going to tell you to cut that out because I hate that noise.
oh, you're thinking about the noise.
I'm thinking about the noise. I'm a noise person. I'm going to have to say nibble in private, and you're not putting those little nibbly fingers in me.
This person says, am I valid if I've been in a situationship for almost a year? I know he's very invested in me, but I've made it clear I don't want anything serious. Am I stringing him along still?
No,
I think you're valid.
You're valid if you're telling him.
Yeah, you've made yourself clear. You're not responsible for his like inability to understand like your boundaries.
And maybe those are his
Mm-hmm.
Two people can just fucking be friends and care about each other for a long time and not ever put a label on it.
But if he keeps pushing that boundary of yours, I think you should just like end it.
Yeah, if he really wants to be in a relationship and he's okay with you brushing it off forever, not the best, and it's gonna end badly. But if he's chill with it, you're chill with it, you can do whatever you want.
It sounds like
world.
you're communicating, so it's the onus is on him, not you. So I think you're valid.
It's chill. I think it's a good situation. It sounds horny and good to me.
This person says, am I valid if I suck up to my boss for job security while my colleagues are getting fired left and right? I think you're very valid.
I think you're valid, and like, I tempted this place once and made this friend, and this woman would always be like, this hedge fund, that this office we're in is one big play. We're all putting on our little characters, our little office worker characters, and we come do our lines in the play. So you're just killing it at the play.
Unless like your boss is firing your employee, like your coworkers because
Wrong.
like they're trying to like unionize,
That would
then
be bad.
it's like, then you're not valid.
Yeah.
But like if you honestly, you're trying to keep a roof over your head, like whatever you have to do to survive, I get it. We've all been there.
Yeah,
So.
as long as your boss isn't like an abuser or evil, go on.
Mm-hmm. It's getting hard out here.
Stop.
It is.
She loves to talk about inflation, the recession. It's her new microplastics.
Am I valid if I steal some gloves when I'm at a doctor's appointment? Yeah.
Do you know how expensive it is to go to the doctor? You should try to take that little wheelie stool they have that's so great. Try to sneak that out of there.
Am I valid if I like to cook sitting down? Yeah.
Y'all are too hard on yourself. It's totally valid to cook sitting down.
Yeah. Okay, this is going to be the last one. Am I valid if I'm occasionally sleeping with my best friend's brother? No feelings. We're both single and we're all grown.
But the best friend doesn't know.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Okay. Maybe if this isn't really your best friend, because I'd never do that to my best friend, Dr. Pete.
I don't think
that's
you're
not
valid.
This is your best friend's
brother.
Dr. Pete, I tell everything. Sorry, my best friend's a doctor and I gotta bring it up. But there's nothing she doesn't know. So to me, in my laws, in my best friendship, and I take it very seriously, that's like your family member, your best friend, and you're sleeping with her brother and it just never comes up. I'm sure you're telling your best friend about everybody else you're sleeping with. I'm like mad for her best friend. Yeah, definitely not valid.
Yeah, because like I feel like the only scenario I can imagine it being valid is like if your best friend's brother is in the closet or something and you can't you can't.
But also maybe just don't sleep with him.
Yeah, I just feel like that's like such a sacred like
and if it's
friendship
every
rule.
once in a while and it's so... If it's every once in a while, then why do we even need to do it?
Yeah.
Number one. And if it's so no big deal, then why can't you just tell your best friend?
That's what I'm saying.
If you know it's bad enough not to tell your best friend,
then you shouldn't be doing it.
You shouldn't be doing it.
There's so many people in this world.
If your best friend did that to you? How would you feel? Maybe they don't care. It's you went out of your way to hide it from me. This is the best friends association, and you're being fined right now because this is not best friend behavior.
Not valid.
I don't like that.
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Keep
Well,
them coming.
yeah, that was fun. I really loved that. I guess court is adjourned.
Yes, court dismissed. Okay.
So we have,
A new one.
yes, a new one, like we always do.
So we asked you for some conspiracy theories that you had. And with these conspiracy theories, we will now decide, will we join your cult? Yes. And the cult is built around your conspiracy theory.
Yes. Okay, so the conspiracy theory that this person sent in was that Febreze has a chemical that makes it smell bad after a while, so you use more Febreze. Would you join their cult?
I would join that cult.
I would also join
because
that cult.
just hearing it on my ears right now, I'm like, yes, absolutely. That makes sense. When you stop Febrezing, you stop needing Febreze.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm there. Maybe I'm the first wife.
And I am the cult concubine.
So we'll see you at the meetings.
This conspiracy says O.J. Simpson is Khloe Kardashian's dad.
I mean, of course, we've all heard this.
Honestly, I'll believe anything about the Kardashians. It doesn't even have to make sense.
But did you hear what OJ said?
What did O.J. say?
He basically said, like, Chris isn't hot enough for him. That's what he was implying.
That's almost like something a scorned lover would say.
Oh.
I would not be surprised to find that Khloe has a different dad. I do think she looks very distinct from Kim and Kourtney.
I don't know.
But
I look like one brother and not like the other. I think I'm not joining your cult.
I'm joining this.
I support you, but I will not be at the meetings.
This conspiracy says birds are drones.
I'm sick of this one. I feel like I don't want to say things about gender, but I feel like only boys say this one.
I love birds.
We wouldn't be able to make the technology good enough for how well birds are working.
I wish people would leave birds alone. I do think the government probably makes like some drones that like
try to look like a bird.
That I would completely believe. But birds in general,
no.
Leave birds alone.
Leave them alone, and this is going to be a lonely cult.
Princess Diana was murdered by the government.
That's
Absolutely.
just a fact. That's not even a conspiracy theory. A car accident.
Under those circumstances, and she knew so much, she probably was going to sound the bells on Prince Andrew.
That's probably a drop in the bucket.
A drop in the bucket. She was going to
Those
sound
people are
some
nasty.
bells. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in
I'll
your
be
cult.
at your cult, but I don't think that's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I don't even think that's a cult. That's a church.
Yeah. I'm never leaving that. That's born inside of me.
This person says Leah Michelle can't read.
1000%.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I saw with my pretty little eyes that video that they scrubbed from the internet. And it is true. If you saw that video back in the day, before Leah Michelle got her little team to get rid of all of it, there would be no question. And also the people who made that video were funny and charming, and I miss them. And I wish I could watch that video just for fun.
Can you enlighten us with the video?
Back in the day, there was a video that came out of these two funny, charming people giving like their TED talk on why they think Leah Michelle can't read. And the whole time they're LOLing, being like, the whole time we were coming up with this theory, we were like, this can't be true, but there's so much evidence that she can't read. If you saw this video, you'd be like, this isn't a conspiracy theory, this is a fact. And we still haven't seen her read.
I feel like Leah Michelle can dead these rumors so easily. Go on Instagram Live and just read the comments. My own personal conspiracy is that Leah Michelle can read, not well, but like her team allows this conspiracy because like it keeps her relevant.
Yeah, so I'll be at your cult and I might be first wife because I saw that video.
The movie Frozen was made so people couldn't Google about Walt Disney being cryogenically frozen.
I went to media school. And this did come up in media school before Frozen came out. So maybe.
I would join your cult. They definitely wanted to like bury it in the Google search results. And Walt Disney was an awful person.
Yeah.
So I believe any conspiracies about Walt Disney.
And it's not even that crazy.
No.
I don't know what cryogenically means.
It's like basically like flash freezing, but for humans. Yeah, I'm joining your cult. Whoa. Somebody says all cats are girls and all dogs are boys. I'm not joining your cult.
Did a child answer this? That's a no. I'm not joining your cult.
Someone said the Chinese spy balloon is 1,000% a UFO.
I think it's 1,000% a UFO. Did you see it? It was zipping all around. They were chasing it with planes, trying to get it down. And Chinese spy balloon. What are they spying on in Middle America?
I don't think it's a UFO because I don't think aliens are here yet, personally.
I think they came and left.
Oh, you think aliens
I think they
came
came
and
by
left?
and went, nasties, dumbasses, not ready, put them back in the oven, they're not cooked, they're dumb.
I think aliens, if they would have visited Earth, it would have been a very early Earth. And I don't believe that aliens have visited the Earth in any recent times. I don't think it was an alien. I don't think it was a spy balloon. I don't think it was a weather balloon like they were saying.
What do you think
I think
it
it's
is?
a secret third thing.
I forgot to consider that.
I personally think it's likely that some Chinese company was like launching some kind of product and like testing it out. And that's what I think it was.
Maybe they're doing something bad to us.
Yeah. I don't think it was a weather balloon, but I also don't think it was like
I
a
don't think
Chinese
it was a
spy
spy
balloon.
balloon. So I will join your call, but it might be a secret third thing after all.
Someone said sunning your beehole. Do you know what sunning
Yes.
is? Yes. Sunning your beehole is good for vitamin D.
I don't know if it's true, but it's so LOL. I'm gonna join the cult.
I think that is such a unnecessary way to like up your skin cancer. Because you know, I feel like your
But how long are they beehole sunning? Not hours.
I'm not joining your freaky
I'll
little
put my
cult.
beehole out in the sun at least twice to see what it's about. But I can't leave it out there too long because it's pale as a ghost.
Yeah. And it's a stinky cult. If you have a
It's
whole
a
group of
stinky cult.
members,
Spreading them cheeks. You don't think they couldn't have all washed? And who is to say the commute there wasn't sweaty? That's a stinky cult, but I'll be there at least twice.
this person said Tupac is alive in Cuba.
I don't think he is.
Tupac is for sure dead.
I think he's dead.
Tupac is very dead.
Yeah, unfortunately they're dead. We can't join your cult.
No, I can't join your cult. Britney Spears has been replaced with a deep fake.
There might be some deep faking going on. I feel like even though Britney is free Britney, there's still fishy stuff going on.
I don't think Britney is truly free because
I don't either.
I think
the husband's in on it. I think the dad, the mom are still around.
I think they only freed Britney so that the public would just like get off their butts. But I think they definitely had like some like legal loopholes to like still keep her, you know, under their grasp.
Something isn't right.
Something is not right.
And I'm not talking about when she posts being such like an older millennial on the internet. There was more of that would seem less alarming if she was just acting like a chaotic mom online. I have no problem with her spinning around in a circle. I believe that's Britney. But sometimes I'm like, why is she being so tame? Why is she acting so un-Britney-like? Acting like how they want Britney to act. There's some fishy things going on. So I will come to a few cult meetings, and if you present really good evidence, I will join. What time
Somebody
is
said
it?
Jenaverse is funded by CIA.
That we can't get into for legal issues.
We are not funded
Well,
by
first
the
of all, we're not
CIA.
funded at all.
Well, with your help, we can.
We could have
be.
money.
The CIA, if you want to sponsor us,
We need our first sponsor.
yeah, we need our first sponsor.
If it's the CIA, well, HelloFresh has dropped the ball then.
Come on, Audible.
Yeah.
What are we even going to be promoting for the CIA?
The CIA is good. You shouldn't look up.
Don't look up COINTELPRO. Don't look
What
up.
is that?
We'll discuss COINTELPRO later.
We'll get into it.
This conspiracy theory is that the Super Bowl is scripted. I'm joining your cult.
I'll join your cult because sports, they seem kind of fake.
Exactly.
And if it's all these football teams are owned by millionaires, you think millionaires are just gonna come on?
I just think like there's so much money in sports that there's no way they'd leave it up to chance.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. First of all, I wouldn't be playing a sport, but if I had to, I would hope there's a little script or something fun.
I think like the players aren't in on it.
Yeah.
That I do think that the players aren't in on it, but the refs are definitely in on it. And I think the owners are in on it. And I think the coaches are in on it.
Yeah, there's a script, babe. There's a play. Why would they be making them do all this weird stuff if someone wasn't puppet mastering?
And I think it goes for all sports. And that's a hot take.
Oh, wow.
okay, maybe I shouldn't say all sports, all major sports. Like if men's field hockey, yeah, no, that one is a game of skill. The way the game feels so different from like a professional football game or something.
It's just so easy to choreograph. So yeah, I'll hate on sports with you. I'll be at your cult.
There's too much money involved for them to leave it up to chance.
There's no way that many billionaires just were like, let's have a fair game. No.
Something ain't right. Well, thank you so much for sending these conspiracy theories. We have so many more.
We'll have to do a part 2.
So we're definitely going to do this again. This game is fun and yeah.
Yeah. We'll see some of you at the cult meetings. Until next time.
Till next time.
Wow. And we made it to the end.
I can't believe it.
I thought I was going to get lost in space on this one.
I'm still a little lost.
It's good sometimes to not know where you are.
Yeah. I don't want it to end.
Well, too bad. The Jenaverse, this little tour is over, but we will be back next week.
And the week after
And
that.
the week after
And
that.
the week after that.
Into infinity, maybe.
Yes. And beyond.
Wow.
Is Disney going to copyright strike this video?
Buzz Lightyear's going to come and punch you in the eye. Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can, again, follow the Jenaverse at @the_Jenaverse. Follow me on Instagram at @park_slope_arsonist. You can follow Jill if you find her.
Yeah, you can find. I'm very easy to find.
It's like she's in the witness protection program. In the description of this video, you will find the form where you can submit your questions, your controversial opinions, your valid or not valid, and we will update the form to include other things as well. So please be patient with us, and we are working on that Facebook page.
Oh, we will never stop trying to get our Facebook.
And we also got more Jenaverse content for you coming up. Jenaverse non-podcast content.
Yeah,
so,
just videos.
Just videos. So we hope you...
Keep your eyes open.
Yes,
and point it at the Jenaverse.
Exactly. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Stay fresh.
Bye.